Operation Arsenal is back with a bang, I guess. First game of the season, 2-0. Good start. On Twitter, getting the banter. I, I can't believe it. Actually, no, I can. I kind of predicted this would happen. You know, I said that we'd probably lose our first game of the season. Do you know what I should do, though? And that's start off by saying Brentford, wow. Incredible. Arsenal looked like a promoted side. Brentford, genuinely, man, they were incredible, immense today defensively, and also the crowd. Oh, look, that's the first thing we've got to talk about. Amazing to see all of the fans back in the stadium. You know, and it was so loud. That was one of the loudest games I've heard in ages, and it's just because we're not used to it. And that stadium's going to be incredible for them for the future. I'm really impressed with that. And well done to Brentford for getting their win. They were up for it. They were fired up for it. And Arsenal just, I don't know. I don't even want to look at the stats. You can see new in the Operation Arsenal videos. We've got the timeline of the game. And by the way, obviously I stream these games live over on Facebook Gaming. So if you want to go and check it out, the link is down below. But you can see we conceded on the 22nd minute and then the 73rd minute. And both goals were an absolute shambles. The first goal, you got to give it to, I think it's Canos. It's just a brilliant individual bit of special play. You know, he's cutting on his right foot and just slammed it in the bottom left. But you've just got to be looking at that from an Arsenal perspective, at just thinking, why? How is Chambers allowing that to happen? Why is Chambers starting at right back in 2021? It's a brand new season and we're playing freaking Chambers at right back. Now, I don't want to dig out Chambers because, you know, he's a decent player. He's all right, isn't he? But come on, like we've got aspirations of getting top 6 football this season. We'll be lucky to get top half with Chambers starting at right back every single game. Yeah, it looks like we've got into the review already, haven't we? Jeez. Yeah, guys, it pains me to say it, but this is the same team. This is the same Arsenal with a few new players. Ben White, the supposed Rolls-Royce defender that's going to come in and fix our playing out from the back style of football and just give us a lot more. And Arteta said he's what we've needed for years at Arsenal before he even managed them. Or us, I guess I should say. Us. I don't even want to associate with the club right now, one game in. He was beaten. He was beaten up today, footballing-wise. Tone and Mbuemo up top for Brentford just ran around him. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. And the amount of memes and banter I'm seeing. Oh, Ben White, 58 million. What a signing. Oh, yeah. I think you got to give him the benefit of the doubt for sure. This is his first game of the season, and I'm not having that. There's no chance I'm going to have a go at Ben White for having an off game. His first game with who I think is undoubtedly not helping the situation, and that is Pablo Mari, who typically I think is very calm, collected. He's a very professional-looking centre-back, but my God, today he was shocking, awful. Really, really, really bad. He's making Ben White look awful. And yes, okay, Ben White wasn't good today, but I think when we get Gabriel back, maybe that's going to help things out. But who knows? Who knows? Who even knows what's going on at Arsenal these days? When you're loaning out Saliba, I saw him play for Marseille the other night. He's immense, and it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. We could have started this season with Ben White and Saliba in defence. But instead, we're just shipping him out to Marseille. And let's be real, guys, he's probably never going to play for Arsenal, is he? He's just not. It's not going to happen. We've given his shirt number to Ben White anyway. Do I even want to talk about the rest of the team? Not really. I think what I want to talk about is the situation we're in. We, as I just said, have aspirations to get into the top 4, the top 6, or even just about the top 8, maybe. And we're going into a brand new season with... We've got 3 new signings, right? Is it 3? 2 of them started today. Lokonga was okay. Lokonga's a signing that you make when you're just, you know, looking for a bit of squad depth. Could be a future star. Might get into the team. Might do well. But realistically, in Arsenal's position where we've gone from always getting a top 4 finish, then going to a consistent top 6 finish, and now 2 seasons in a row finishing 8th. We need to bring in a player that's going to elevate us, and I'm afraid that Lokonga doesn't really elevate us, let's be honest. And yes, we're missing Partey, and yeah, today we missed Aubameyang, even though he's been terrible. We missed Lacazette, who is a good player for us and was pretty good pre-season. It's just, it's the mentality that goes into this for me, that we're okay, we're happy, we're content with Chambers at right back, Lokonga as a signing in midfield, and Ben White for 58 million. That's Arsenal right now. You're telling me that we haven't been able to go into the transfer market and bring in a right back that is capable of being better than Bellerin? That doesn't compute. I'm sorry. Now, granted, there is still 2.5 weeks left until the end of the transfer window, and we might well be communicating with someone right now that's going to come in and do a job for us at right back. But see, that's the problem as well. Do a job for us. No, I don't want a right back to do a job. I want them to excel. You look on our left side, we've got Tierney. He was doing everything for us down that left side, and that seems to be Arteta's plan. Literally, our entire game plan is get the ball down the left wing for Tierney. He'll cross it in. That's it. That's the game plan. I can do Arteta's job, it seems, guys. I'll put that on my CV, shall I? Get the ball, pass it to Tierney, in behind, and he'll just whip it in, and just hope that someone's on the end of it. We're not playing with Giroud anymore. We don't have someone in the box that's capable of finishing from crosses, yet we're crossing it. Every single attack is the same thing. So we have that on the left side. So what you need to do then is try and get that down the right side as well. So we've got another option, a plan B, as it's called. We have another player that can get forward for us down that right side. Bellerin's not going to do that. Cedric's not going to do that. Chambers is not going to do that. Bring someone in. It's not rocket science, okay? Yeah, we can't offer European football right now, but, you know, just hear me out, guys, okay? And then maybe we need to bring in, I don't know, a creative midfielder or maybe even a striker at this time before the season begins, because then you never know. Maybe we would avoid losing to a recently promoted side that have never been in the Premier League. Brentford have never been in the Premier League before. It was mind-blowing how much they made us look like that team. And that is not a dig at Brentford, by the way. That is just me saying that Arsenal look like a championship side that had just gone up and are struggling. You know, they're all over the place. I don't know. Where do we start? I mean, Arteta, is he the man for the job? Everyone's asking me. I want to back him because it's Arteta, and I do believe in this process. I believe we're still the early stages of working through it, but my God, we're so far off. The decline of Arsenal FC is shocking. This is next level depressing. We are tumbling, falling down a cliff. And I thought at the end of last season, we won 5 games in a row. And I thought, this is it. We get a good pre-season in. Maybe England win the Euros as well. So we have a fantastic summer, right? And a good pre-season. And then we start a fresh season, a new beginning. Just a clean slate. Just pretend that last season and the season before that didn't happen. Arteta's going to get a few more players in. We're going to go strong right off the bat. And then I see the fixture list and like, okay, Brentford away from home. It's a promoted side. We should go there and win that. Granted, Chelsea and City up next, but maybe we'll be in good form and we'll be able to take it to them. Who knows? And maybe we'll come away with 6 points out of 9. That's the mentality I was going into. And then a week before, and I realised we still haven't brought in half the players we need. We've had a terrible pre-season. We lost to Tottenham and Chelsea. Hibernian. Can I even say that name correctly? We lost. And then I know exactly what's going to happen because we're the most predictable club ever, it seems. And we lose the opening game to Brentford. And already I'm writing the season off. Can we skip to next August now? And then the same will happen again then. Can we skip to 2023, 2024? And before you know it, it's been 10 years since we've been in the Champions League. We are not a top club anymore. And it does pain me to admit this in some way. I'm starting to lose my faith that Arteta is the man for the job. We are just too far away now. We're drifting. The the thing is, it's easy to get carried away. My emotions are all over the place right now, having watched 90 minutes of that. The reality is, it's one game of 38. We had some positives. Tierney was really good today. His crosses were brilliant. There's just no one on the end of it. Smith Rowe was very impressive today. He does look like a proper number 10 for us. He was, I think, at times the only shining light going through that central area and trying to find chances and score goals. Lokonga does actually look like a very, very astute signing. I like him. Even Tavares coming on at right back, like he did pretty good. He seems like a decent bargain, you know. What was it, 8 million? Something like that? It's not bad. And yes, there are clearly way more negatives, but the thing is, it's very early and there is still time in this window. Now, the one thing I want to end this review on is that they have to stop the window before the season. I think from now on, the window should shut a few days before the season begins, because this is a big problem. We come into the first game so underprepared. Okay, we're missing Aubameyang and Lacazette because of illness, and yes, Partey's injured, and you know, even Nketiah today would have been nice because Balogun just looked like a lost puppy, didn't he? He didn't know what he was doing. It makes sense to just stop the window, end it 1st of August or something like that, so it gets the teams going. It's like, I just want to shake Arsenal. Like, wake up. We only have 2.5 weeks to go, and unfortunately, this is what the window is, especially for Arsenal. We like to get our work done late. We're so slow. For once, we've done okay to get someone like Ben White in early, but it's going to go down to the last day. It is. You know, I will be there on my YouTube channel in a few weeks on deadline day, reviewing our day of dealings. And we are going to have an Ødegaard. I'm sure of it. We will probably have Aouar coming in as well, and maybe a right back. I'm predicting 3 signings. And maybe by that point, we would have somehow scraped a draw against a Chelsea or a City, and maybe we would have won another game. And who knows? We're in a better bit of form, but it's just unlikely, isn't it? We are going to go into the last few weeks of this window having no points in the Premier League, no European football, and nothing but depression and pain. I don't know why you'd want to join. It's incredibly difficult times for an Arsenal fan. It's very upsetting. But the reality is, guys, we're used to it, aren't we? And I can't believe I'm going to be doing this every single Arsenal match for another season. I've done it far too long and not had any success from it. You know, like the club is not winning anything. The last thing we won was the FA Cup, and that just isn't enough these days. Sure, it's great. I love an FA Cup win, but we need top 4 football. That's what we need. And this season, from that display, it's never going to happen. Shout out to everyone on the stream. We had a lot of people tonight. I know a lot of people watch it just to see me rage, and here you go. Or maybe not rage, but just be severely depressed and upset. Yeah, I'd love it if you guys could come out and watch more streams. We'll be live for the next one, which is Chelsea, European champions, who we just played a week ago and lost to. Fantastic. Yeah, just click the link in the description, guys, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Arsenal start the season off with a loss, a 2-0 loss to Brentford, a newly promoted side, with Chelsea and City to go. It's possibly going to be the worst start to a Premier League season ever. It could genuinely happen, but let's hope not. Let's hope that we turn things around. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time, unfortunately, when we probably lose again.